Welcome to today's class. This is a quick flow designed to get some heat moving through the body. We'll be focusing on sun salutations. So let's get started. We'll come to lie down on our backs just to get the pelvis and core in neutral and warmed up. So first, we're just going to start with some moving bridge. So bring the soles of the feet flat on the ground. Slightly tuck the tailbone underneath you. That'll press the low back into the floor, and then press into the feet and use the glutes to lift the hips up into a low bridge. And we'll take this as a moving bridge. So you'll lower the hips, press into the feet, and lift them back up. And keep reaching the tailbone away from you as you do this, lengthening out the low back and really getting the glutes working. Bring the hands above the head, and we'll just take some wrist stretches here, pulling back on the fingertips of the right hand, continuing to lift and lower the hips. And switching wrists, pulling back on the fingertips of the left hand. You can also bring the arms all the way above the head, coming towards the floor behind you, to just lengthen out the side body as we do this. Next time, hold your moving bridge at the top and just begin to take some little pulses here. Tiny pulses, just firing up those glutes, making sure they're working. And then slowly lower back down. Bring the hands underneath the sits bone so they're directly underneath you, and lift the legs up in the air. We're gonna lower one leg at a time. So keep the legs straight, but we're going to point the ankles and flex the feet back towards us. Okay, so kind of like Barbie feet here. And then lower the left leg about 2/3 of the way down to the floor. Keep the low belly pulled in and engaged so that your low back doesn't lift up off the floor, and then bring the left leg back up to the top. Lower the right leg about 2/3 of the way down. Belly pulls in and down, and reach the right leg back up. And we'll keep doing that. So lower the left leg, reach it back up. Lower the right leg, reach it back up. If at any point you feel your low back start to peel away from the floor, then you want to adjust what you're doing. So really pull those abs in and down, or don't lower the leg as much. So maybe you only go halfway or a third of the way, but it's much more important to keep that spine drawing towards the floor here. Good. Now you can stay like this, or bring the hands behind the head, interlace the fingers, draw the elbows in close to the temple, and lift up off the shoulder. And we'll do the same thing here. So the belly is still drawing in towards the floor, and you're lowering the legs one at a time. But now your head is lifted. You're pressing the back of the skull into the hands. So we're not pulling on the neck. We're just adding demand here. Couple more. Lower and lift. Lower and lift. One more each side. And then you can draw the knees in towards the chest. Just take a gentle rock from side to side. And then making your way all the way to the front of your mat. You can rock and roll here on the spine, or roll to one side and press yourself up to seated and then stand. We'll come to the top of our mat. And we'll start with sun salutation 1. Inhale, reach the arms forward and up. Exhale, hinge at the hips, forward fold. Step the right foot back, lower the right knee, top of the foot. Inhale, arms reach up here. Rock the glute down to open up that front of the right hip flexor. Hands plant, step back for plank. Lower both knees, and then lower all the way. Keep the head of the arm bones lifted. Inhale, pull back for cobra. Draw the shoulder blades down the back. Exhale, downward facing dog. Step the right foot forward, lower the left knee top of the foot. Inhale, arms reach up here. Wrap the left tailbone down. Wrap the left glute down, rather. Hands come to the floor, slide the back foot in, forward fold. Inhale, rise to stand. Exhale, hinge at the hips, forward fold. Left foot steps back, lower the left knee, top of the foot, arms reach up. Same thing, just starting with the other leg. Hands come to the floor, step back for plank, lower both knees, and lower the rest of the way. Inhale, pull back for cobra, keep the back of the neck nice and long. Exhale, downward facing dog. Step the left foot forward, lower the right knee, top of the foot. Inhale, arms reach up. Stack the ears right over top of the shoulders right over top of the hips. Hands come down, slide the back foot in, forward fold. Spine is nice and long, even in your forward folds. Inhale, rise to stand. Exhale, forward fold. Step the right leg back, lower the right knee. This time, keep the toes tucked under. And we'll come into some shoulder rolls here. So one at a time, really moving a shoulder blade on the back body. And we're rolling the shoulders backwards. There's nothing wrong with if you wanted to roll forwards, but we're always in a hunched position with poor posture and being slumped over a computer or a desk or car or cell phone or whatever. So it's nice to open up the chest here and move in the opposite direction. Hands come down, slide the left foot back, coming into plank, lower both knees, and lower the rest of the way. Inhale for cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Right foot steps forward, lower the left knee, keep the toes tucked, and we're coming right back into those shoulder rolls. Hands plant, slide the back foot in, forward fold. Inhale, rise to stand. Use the glutes as you come up to stand. Exhale, forward fold. Step the left foot back, lower the left knee, keep the toes tucked. This time, make a fist with that right hand, bring it to the top of the left glute, reach the left arm up by the left ear and just reach up nice and high. And then as you exhale, just take a slight bend over towards the right, opening up the left side body. Hands come down, step back for plank. Lower the knees, lower all the way. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Step the left foot forward, lower the right knee, keep the toes tucked. Left fist comes to the top of the right glute, reach the right arm up alongside the right ear, and then just take a slight side bend over to the left. Hands come to the floor, slide the back foot in, forward fold. Inhale, rise to stand. Exhale, hands in front of the heart. Take a big breath here. Moving into sun salutation A. Inhale, reach the arms forward and up. Exhale, forward fold. Plant the hands. You can walk back for plank. And we'll do one where we lower the knees here and then lower all the way. Inhale for cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. From here, step the feet in a little bit closer to your hands. And then we're really going to shift the weight over our shoulders as we step one foot forward and then the other. Inhale, rise. Exhale, forward fold. Plant the hands. This time you can walk back or hop back for plank. You can lower the knees or not and lower all the way. Inhale for cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Walk the feet in a little bit closer. Bend the knees and you can step or hop your way to the front of the mat. Inhale, rise to stand. Do whatever variation works for you. Exhale, forward fold. Plant the hands, hop or step back and lower. Cobra as you inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Walk the feet in a little bit. Bend the knees. Step or hop your way to the front of the mat. Inhale, rise. Exhale, forward fold. Got 2 more rounds here. Plant the hands, hop or step back and lower. Inhale for cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Walk the feet in a little bit. Bend the knees. Hop or step your way to the front of the mat. Inhale, rise. Take this one at your own pace. And we'll meet at the top of the mat when you're done. Meeting at the top of the mat when you're ready. Taking a big breath in and letting it out. Moving into Sun Sal B. Inhale, reach the arms forward and up. Exhale, come into Utkatasana, chair pose. So we're hinging at the hips here. The spine is nice and long. We're not arching the back. You're sitting the butt back behind you, hinging and flexing at the hips. Hands plant. You can walk or hop back for plank. Lower the knees or not. Lower all the way. Cobra as you inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Left leg reaches straight back and up. And then step it forward. We're coming into a warrior one here. So the right heel just pivots down, arms reach up. Hands come to the floor, step back for plank, and lower. Inhale for cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. The right leg lifts straight back and up. And then we step the right leg forward, coming into warrior one. Hands plant, step it back for plank, and lower. Inhale for cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Walk the feet in a little bit closer to the hands. Bend the knees and hop or step your way to the front of the mat. Inhale, rise to stand. Let's do that again. Exhale, Utkatasana, chair pose. Hands plant. Hop or walk back for plank. This time you can lower into a chaturanga. So you're just bending the elbows straight back and then flipping the feet one at a time, coming into up dog. The thighs are off the floor. Flip the feet back and you're back in downward facing dog. The left leg lifts here. This time you can step it forward or add a little hop on that right leg and then step the left foot forward, coming into warrior one. You can take some wrist circles here. And then the hands plant, step back for plank. You can lower all the way or come into that chaturanga and up dog. When you flip the feet back, you could add a little push-up before coming into down dog. Lift the right leg up this time. And again, you can just step the right foot forward or take a little hop off that left leg, then step the right foot forward, warrior one. Hands plant down, step back for plank. Lower half or all the way down. Cobra or upward facing dog. And downward facing dog. Walk the feet in, bend the knees, and you can hop or step your way to the front of the mat. Inhale, rise. Exhale, hands in front of the heart. Take a couple breaths here. I'm going to do one more variation called Sun Sal L, which is named after Laura Hyman, who founded the lit yoga method that we practice. So inhale, reach the arms forward and up. Exhale, Utkatasana. So we start off kind of like Sun Sal B. Plant the hands, walk or hop back. Lower half or all the way down. Upward facing dog. and downward facing dog. All right, from here, left leg lifts straight back and up. You can take a hop on that right leg, bring the left foot forward, lower the right knee to the floor. We're coming into a low lunge here. And then turning towards the right, side lunge, sideways on your mat, coming towards that right leg. Walk the hands back to the front of the mat, frame out that front left foot, plant the hands, and you can take a little hop here, a little handstand hop before coming into warrior one. Plant the hands, step back for plank, lower. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Same thing, other side. Reach the right leg forward, or sorry, back and up. And you can take a little hop here on the left leg. Step the right foot through, lower the left knee, low lunge. Turn towards the left, side lunge, left leg. Walk the hands back towards the front of the mat. You can take a little hop here on the right foot, step the right foot right down, and you're coming into warrior one. Hands plant, step back for plank, lower, up dog or cobra, downward facing dog. Walk the feet in a little bit, bend the knees, hop or step your way to the front of the mat. Inhale, rise, hands down in front of the heart. Take a breath here. We're going to do that sun cell L one more time. So the reason for sun cell L is we're kind of going in the side door of our brain. So when we do that low lunge, we turn and do a side lunge and then come back to the front of the mat. Sometimes if we just want to go into a handstand hop, our brain freaks out and is like, oh my God, I'm going to fall, I'm going to die. But if we're coming at it from a different perspective where you're just planting hands, shifting the weight and going, our brain doesn't freak out as much because it's a different path that it's not used to. So let's do that one more time. Inhale, reach the arms forward and up. Exhale, forward fold. Plant the hands, walk or hop back and lower. Up dog or cobra, downward facing dog. Left leg lifts, bend the right knee. You can add a hop here. Step the left foot forward, low lunge, arms lift up. Turn to the right, side lunge, right leg. Hands come back to the front. Plant the hands, slide the left foot back a little bit. Take your handstand hop. Coming down, warrior one on the left leg. Hands plant, step back for plank, and lower. Cobra, slide the shoulder blades down the back, and downward facing dog. One more side. Inhale the right leg straight back and up, bend the left knee, take a little hop, right foot steps forward, low lunge, arms lift. Turn towards the left, side lunge, left leg. Come back towards the front, plant the hands, slide the right foot back just a little bit. Little hop, warrior one. Hands plant down, step back for plank, and lower. Inhale, cobra. Exhale. Let's take a child's pose here. Taking a few deep breaths, catch your breath, and absorb the benefits of getting your body moving. Sun salutations are an excellent way to build some heat. And something you can tack on to a movement practice or just make this what you're doing for the day to get your body active. And as you're ready, you can walk your hands back up, take a minute, seated, finding your good posture again with your ears stacked over your shoulders, stacked over your pelvis. Taking a moment to just thank yourself for making it onto your mat today. Have a great rest of your day, and I will see you guys soon.